We touched on it a little bit right after the game, but I think it was kind of a clear point that Miami's defense, obviously, high wattage, they're brand name defense or whatever. But that was a proven game for you. That was a stable game for you as a defense. Where do you guys feel, or do you even care, like how you're seen in kind of the hierarchy of college defenses, and are you out to still kind of prove that you are one of those things?
I mean, obviously you want to, you don't want to be a slap and, get kind of like looked over. You want to be a strong point for your team. So we take pride in that, but I think the main thing that we focus on, that we do a good job on the team, is just how are we going to help the team win. And, I think that game there was a lot of emotions going into it, and, I think we've done a good job moving on from that and really just focusing on this Virginia Tech team because they're really explosive on offense. So, there's just, especially with a team like this and really going week to week, there's just so much to focus on with these offenses that it's, if you're really focusing on, being a big name defense and stuff like that is really going to eat you up and you'll get beat. So right now, I mean, everything we're really doing is just towards trying to find a way to, get an advantage on Tech, and it's going to be tough because they really do have some really explosive athletes on the outside, and offensive line is really physical, and the quarterback is another dual threat. So it's going to be a big challenge.
In terms of, and I could be wrong because but I feel like this is one of the more this is one of the deeper defenses you've had. Like, how much does that? How true is that, first and foremost, and how much does that add to what you guys are able to do?
Yeah, I definitely think it's true. I think that's why so many people were excited about this year, is because we had so much depth. Especially at the linebacker position. We can go 2-3 deep. So. And even as the season's gone on, some freshmen have stepped up that you wouldn't expect, like Eli Jones, So having that depth really, lets guys play faster, and, you can sub people in and always have fresh bodies. So it's been, we're excited to have that, and it's definitely a positive for us, so it's useful.
When you look at Tech, obviously, that's a challenge no matter who, no matter what the record is. 4-3, first time since 2015, technically they're struggling. How easy is it to not fall into that kind of trap of they're coming off a beating and they won't do it or whatever?
I think once you watch the film and you see kind of their games, it's pretty easy to see that they're a very good football team. They've just played some really good opponents, and they've lost some tough games, and they embarrassed us my sophomore year down there, and they beat us last year up here on national TV. So I know a lot of guys are thinking about that, but at the same time, no matter who it is, what the record is, this game, as like you've seen in history, it's going to be it's going to be a tough fought game, and no matter what, they're always got athletes and they always got players. So it is going to be a challenge for us, and we expect it to be a challenge. We're not expecting to just go down and beat up on them by any means. So we're just trying to get prepared for it.
You're a proud dude, and you mentioned that, or you were asked about it after the game, but you mentioned it now, the sophomore year. What did you take away from that game? Because it wasn't like they just threw up 49 points in the first quarter. It just got out of hand. And then also, how do you remember it, but then also separate it? Because you got guys who were at that game, and then guys on the team who have no experience with it, so you don't want to pass it down that much.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty low point, I think, for all of us, because we going into that game, we were, I think, 1-1 at the time, and just beat UMass. So it was the first win in a while, and we played Georgia Tech close in Ireland. So we kind of had some confidence, but I think we had too much confidence, and we thought we're just going to go down and be able to do what we do. And I think from that point forward, we realized how much work we had to do to be the contender that we want to be. And it's been two years in the making. I think I don't want to say we've arrived by any means, because we still I think we have a lot of room to grow. But I think that game kind of catapulted some stuff. But at the same time, it's nice to have that motivation from 2 years ago. But again, there's new kids on this team, and you just have to. There's enough motivation already on this game of just when you watch that film, seeing how good they are to prepare, and so you don't get embarrassed again, because this team, same as 2 years ago, same as last year, can do the same thing. They can put up points. So
explain that before I let you go. So that you felt like that game was kind of a pivot.
I think for a lot of guys like us, that were there, the class above me and the in my class, a lot of guys felt, that was a tough loss. A lot of guys felt embarrassed. So. Coming out of that, I think we realized, how much work was going to need to be put in for us to be, you know, a contender and to actually say we want to compete for ACC championships. And, you know, finally getting some national recognition is nice, but, you know, again, we still, you know, we lost to NC State, we lost to Purdue. You know, we're not perfect, and there's still a lot of room to grow. So I don't think anybody's content on this team, and if they are, they can get out.
Not to say that, like you said, that you've arrived or anything, but you definitely feel like there's a sense on this team that they're a different team than the one that walked into Blacksburg 2 years ago.
I think we're a different team. I think for them, they're still the same team.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're a different team. We're a different team, but I think for them, they still are a very explosive team,
Gotcha.
and they're still always going to be a contender no matter what, and they're always going to be a tough matchup. And I think if anybody, you know, just goes off of records, they're doing themselves a disservice and this team a disservice.